Okay. And welcome, guys, to the final race of Brazil. Well, the championship, I mean.
Yes, welcome to the deciding race of the HOI racing season at is it Interlagos? Or is that the old circuit? As we're joining everyone now in qualifying one.
Yep. We have five people in for the win that are going to try to win this one. Chris, can you move a little bit to your right? Sorry, all I can hear is your PS4.
Uh-huh. As we're waiting for the racers
Yep.
to come onto the track, put some times in.
And the way this is looking, the championship this is how it stands at the minute. We have Slee at the front on 213, Sergio on 208, Chris on 205, Grant Boy and Joe on 195. Now these are the top runners for the win of the whole championship. All down to this race. It's tight. I'm sure it's going to be an amazing race.
I'm sure of that also. It was such a close battle last night, even in such horrific conditions.
Oh god, yeah. The rain was horrendous, but luckily we had no rain during the race. But this is how the rest of the championship stands. We've got Adam in 6th with 95, Roscoe with 84, Mike Messi with 62, Annihilator with 57, Darren with 55, Ston on 54, Jelly on 33, Fingers of Green on 28, Pedro is on 27, Mitch is on 21, HOR Chad is on 21 as well, Banksy's on 12, Pez is on 7, Knox and HOR Giotto are both on 0. And the constructors, it stands as Haas is on 396. I think it's a little bit safe to say that they've won the constructors. Red Bull on 312, Williams on 220, Sauber on 198, Toro Rosso on 181, Renault on 171, Mercedes on 155, Force India on 109, McLaren on 103, and Ferrari at 49. So I'd like to wish everyone a great luck for this race, because it's going to be epic, I am sure of that. I am sorry if you can hear that loud sort of buzzing noise. For some reason, Bone Dude's PS4 seems to be a bit loud for today.
It's having an off day. It's been a bit warm today as well. So I think the PS4 is getting a bit hot under the collar with all the action it's about to see.
Oh, look at Sergio with the time. He is straight away out there.
We're flying time there, 108.738.
She's in the pits.
The Annihilator comes in with 704 in terms of top spot. Oh, this is going to be a tight battle.
Yep.
You can see it already.
Granny Boy with a 109.8. Oh, HOR Giotto out of nowhere with a 108.6.
The tightness of the margins at the top of the times there just shows you how good a league this is.
Okay, let's see who's out and about. We've got Roscoe. Oh, Roscoe Knox has put a time in of 1:11.2. I just saw pink and thought it was Ross. Well, it is his sort of thing. Pink. So who we got? We got Roscoe, who puts in a time. No, who put a time in there? Sorry. Oh, it was Pezza with a 1:09.8.
That just knocks us into 7th. And DS Joel with a 1:22.194. Do you think he's having problems already? Oh, the lap time seems to be under 1:11 and Joe comes in with a 1:22. I think maybe he's not put the right setup on or something.
Possibly, but he's then going to just try and help get some rubber on the tracks. That's all they're going to really be doing at this moment. Mike Messi comes in with a 1:08.322 after 2 laps that were invalid. Here we go, we've got the championship leader here who is moving out of the way of people. Let's ride on board with him and see how he does after he's done his outlap. Oh, don't know what happened there, but Giotto seems to have left the session.
Look at the lap time that Giotto set, and he's done that on soft tyres.
I know. Come on, Slee, we believe. Chris Alien's out on his outlap as well. Oh, look at that.
I've just been riding on board with Ston, and Ston just slapped in a 1:08.2 there. At this rate, we're going to be hitting the 1:07s very, very soon.
Well, with the likes of Slee, Chris out there, you never know. You've got Joe, Ston, Sergit, any of them really up there that could do it. From about 6th up. Little wobble there from Slee.
Oh, looks like DS Joe happy with his time there and he's retired from the session.
Here comes Slee, see what he does, where he comes. Oh, he only put in a 1:08.851, putting him in 7th. Let's quickly jump on with Chris.
It's like Chad slipped under the radar there and he puts in a 1:10.272.
Yeah, and for some reason he's retired or he's crashed.
Improved on his time.
Sorry to interrupt.
Sergio,
Oh, okay, got him.
I just noticed myself, Sergio comes in with a 1:08.169. Such tight margins at the top.
Ooh, unlucky Chris.
Just 3 people just put the time on the board now. Where's this gonna go?
Yeah, we've got Pedro just coming out. Fingers of Green is out.
I'm riding on board with Pedro.
Chris has given up on that lap. He went a bit wide and slid off. So he's probably going to try again here. Or he's going to try and build up his battery so he can do all that. Yeah, there you go. He's going to go into the pits, rebuild everything up, and then probably be out in a minute.
Looking nice and tidy from the first corner.
Let's go down and have a little look at Pedro. Actually, I just want to quickly check. Yeah, they've just retired. I was just checking that the guys that have retired hadn't crashed out.
So far we've got Chad, Roscoe, Annihilator and Joe who's retired from the session. And Green Fingers puts time of 109.260 in. That moves him up into 11.
Well done, Green Fingers. Alright, Pedro's about to start his out lap. Pedro nice and quick through there.
Down into the first DRS zone.
Yep. There's Pezza moving out the way for him. Nice one, Pezza. Now we've got 4 people watching us. Or maybe listening. I'm not sure yet. I know a lot of people listen to my stream so they can hear where everyone else is and what's going on. Either that or I'm just their guilty pleasure.
Oh, what is this? Is this your trumpet?
Alright, let's see how Pedro does with this time. It's only seemed okay.
Over the line.
A 109.5.
That moves him up into 13.
Yeah. So we just got
So as it's
Jelly.
looking now, it's looking like Chad, not chasing Hayes, who's yet to set a time up.
Who else is? Ston's back out as well. He's determined to try and beat Sergit's time.
Sergit's keen to improve on his table topping time as well.
And Chris put a time in of 108.386. He secretly snuck out and did that, you cheeky.
Yeah, he's stealthily made that move there, didn't he?
Yeah. Okay, so you messed that up. Let's have a little ride with Pezza. See how he gets on. That lap time was a 110 something there. I didn't quite see the whole thing. He's 0.15.
Stop now. He's just coming up into the last final sector. Coming into the DRS zone soon. Can he beat the time? No, he can't. He puts in a 109.406 on that lap. riding on board with Joe Hayes now.
Funny enough, I was just going to him as well, as he's the only one that hasn't put a time in yet. And I know he can be quick. I'll tell you what though, I'm looking forward to Tuesday when 2019's up.
And I'll be down at the gym.
Yep. Well, Tuesday night I'm working, but I may do some streaming during the day if it'll allow me. I don't know whether I've got to wait till the proper release date to start streaming it. Oh, Granty Boy with a 107.9. Well done. We said we'd see the 107s. The way this was going.
Yep.
We've got 2 minutes 20. Oh wow, 107.8 from Jelly. Well done. I wonder if some of these faster guys, I mean not the faster guys, I mean the guys at the top of the championship are getting a little bit nervous because they are going to have some competition that could beat them and mess up their strategies for trying to win. Roscoe's retired. I guess he's feeling pretty confident that he could make it through. The only people that could technically knock him out is Pedro, Pezza or Noxious.
And Joe always
Let's jump on with Sergio.
through the set.
He's going with the
Unable to capitalise on the time there on that lap, Hayes. But 107.815. And there's a minute left of this qualifying session.
Yep. So let's ride along with Sergio and see if he can capture anything better. He touches the grass there a little bit, which pushed him along a little bit more, I think. And he's a plus 420 on the sector 1 time. And he's at a plus 0.584, I think that was, for sector 2. Let's see how he does. No, he did a 109.005. Unlucky. So the last person to finish is Jelly. And we've got to wait for Pezza to retire. Oh, there you go, there's Jelly retired, so now we're just waiting on Pezza. So let's go Pezza. Well done everyone for that first quali. That was good.
Some good times set there.
Yep.
And let's see if the trend continues over into the second qualifying session.
So the top 14 get through. And the way it stands at the minute is Jelly 420 in first, Granty Boy second, Surgic third, Ston fourth, Mike Messi fifth, Chris Alien sixth, DS Joe seventh, HOR Jota eighth, The Annihilator ninth, Schlees 10th, Greenfingers is 11th, 12th is Puncher in the Head, HOR Daz is in 13th, and then Roscoe R is on 14th. So let's see who's going to be the first one out. Okay, so, and it's Chris that's first out. Chris is eager. He is wanting this. Because Chris normally hangs about at the back waiting for everyone. He says, no, everyone can follow me. We've got DS Joe and Jelly 420 out and Mike Messi out on their outlaps. And here comes Ston, Annihilator, HOR Jotto, Granty Boy. Cool, everyone's coming out. Only 5 people not out at this moment. Help me that for.
Looks like the track conditions are going to be quite busy then. Could impact on some of the times.
Yep. But I've just noticed as well, Chris has come out on the softs. So let's see how that goes. Ooh. I thought he was going to lose it there a little, the way he took that corner. Still only got 4 people in the pits. Chris comes to the line and his time is a 108.5.
Which is not a bad time on the.
And Joe comes in with a 108.141. Mike Messi with a 108.7. Annihilator with 109. Let's have a little look at Slee.
It's just worth noting that Jelly 420 here is actually on the medium tyre.
Annihilator puts, oh no, sorry, I've already said that one. HOR Daz does a 109.3. Granty Boy does a 108.6. Greenfingers comes in with a 109.7. Ston did a 108.522. Joe with a 108.1. These guys are flying today. And these are just the simple tyres they're all using. Because this is what they'll start on.
Fast circuit.
It really is.
The slight punchy in the heat has left the session. We can only assume that the PlayStation Network is playing up once again.
Oh, there's Sleaze coming up to the final straight. Let's have a little look, see what he gets for his time. And then we'll jump back to Sergio. A 108.4, put him in second.
And Grancy boys there with a 108.6. Knocking Mike Mercy down into 6.
These guys will be pushing it like no tomorrow. Sergio does a 108.6, putting him in 5th.
I feel the fact that these guys won't be satisfied with that. Giotto's put in a time of 112.849. But as I said, there's a lot of traffic out on track, and that could affect the times.
Actually, there's only 5 on track at the minute, so it's actually quite nice and empty.
Roscoe comes in with a 125.4.
I think he did have a little issue out on track, I'm not quite sure. He might have just been taking it slow, I'm not too sure.
Laying some rubber down to get the grip.
Yep.
He's riding on board with Roscoe now.
All Joe retires, he's feeling comfortable. He doesn't want to do too much on them tyres as he's going to be starting with them. Here we go, and Rossick comes up the straight. Let's see if he can get a better time, which I know he should. And he does a 109.3. Green Fingers has come back out. Oh, and here comes Adam. Slowly. Moving out of the way for Roscoe to go past as he's on his outlap.
That's great. Looks like Jelly's waiting until all the other times and locked in before he completes the lap.
So he gets Adam getting ready for the race. Well, for the fast lap. Let's go, Adam. Here he goes. Nicely around there. Sergeant's coming back out. HOR Daz's. He's coming out on the Superstars to try and get a bit more up the track. Well, up the grid, I mean. go. Coming up towards the final straight for Adam. Let's see how he does.
We're into the DRS zone now. It's DRS. And what can he do? A 109.601.
Keeping him at the same place.
Not enough to move him through to the rankings.
Jump up with Surge it. Not sure what's going on, he's going really slow. Maybe he's still out on his outlap. HR Jotto's coming back out. Still no sign of Jelly.
Jelly 420 here, to put a time in now. Oh, a bit of a slide there from Adam. And power down into there.
Cedric trying to get a little bit of air behind whoever that was coming out of the pits for a split second.
Oh, Adam there with a 109.234, but it's still not enough to move him out of the disqualification places.
And Slee's also retired, he's feeling comfortable. Storm's coming back out. Oh, I don't know what happened there. Maybe he had an invalidation or something. And Roscoe's coming out on the super softs. Okay.
Yeah, Roscoe won't be happy with that time whatsoever.
Cedric's going into the pits. Let's have a little look at Daz, see what he can do. He gets himself up into 9th with a 108.9. And if it stays like that, he's through to the quali 3. And Jelly's now coming out of an outlet.
Red tactic used as in the first qualifying session, seeing what everyone else's time is, and then coming out. And we'll see another fantastic time from Jelly 420 here.
Jump on with Russ for a second. Oh, there's Giotto, he's just coming back out.
As you're coming on to a hot lap now for Jelly 420 here, let's see what we can do. It's slightly through the first chicane. On into the first DRS zone. And zero problem, we're going about taking it easy.
Roscoe did a 110.5, unlucky. Let's jump on with Jelly as well. Having a little wiggle there. Trying to warm some tyres up. I'm guessing he's maybe invalidated, I'm not sure. He's going to try and do a 2-lapper, just trying to warm his tyres up, get them ready. Here he goes, onto the final straight. Hasn't confirmed. Can confirm that was an invalid lap that he did, because it was a 120. And it hasn't come up. And Ston's retired, he's happy. Everybody's out trying to get that one last fast lap. Oh blimey, HOR Giotto with a 108.2, putting him in second.
That one seems to just come out of nowhere.
Yeah, to be fair, he is on the super sauce. Here we go, Jelly comes around that corner. Now for the long drive up towards the straight. Looking like it might be a good time. And a 107.8.
He's done it again.
Well done, Jelly. I tell you, that guy's a dark horse.
A winning tactic.
It's a shame for him that he started so late in the season with this league.
Could have well been a championship contender.
Can't wait to see him in next season. Now we're just waiting for, who is it, Mike Messi to retire. There we go. Now we can crack on with Q3. And there will be a 5-minute break after that. So everyone can have a drink, a fag, toilet break. And the top 10 that go through, it goes Jelly 420, then DS Joe, then HOR Giotto, then Annihilator, Slee, then Ston, then Chris Alien, then Sergit, then Mike Messi, and then Granty Boy. Ross goes just out from getting through.
Very, very tight there in terms of qualifying times.
Yep. So here we go. Let's see who's going to be the first one out. And it's going to be Ston, I think, that's first out. Yep. Oh, someone gets out just before him.
Like there's a bit of a traffic jam happening in the pit lane as they're all entering onto the track now.
And Sergit's the first one out, so let's ride along with Sergit. We have 5 people watching. Hello.
Thank you for joining.
Yep. Either watching or listening. Don't be afraid to say hi.
Leave a little message in the comment section.
If you're new, like and subscribe. Okay, and Sergit's coming up to the straight. Let's see what he can do.
Such a tricky first corner that. He's got to get the angle right. going downhill. It's not easy to run wide on that corner there.
Mm-hmm. Looking nice and fast this lap from Sergio.
Looking very tidy and composed. Coming up to the final DRS zone.
And he's not, oh there we go, he's using it a little bit late. But he does a 107.8.
107.8.9.
Slee's coming up to the straight. Oh, Ston did a 107. With a 107.6.
Mike Messi comes in with a 108, 187.
Slee must have
and Chris is coming with a 107.720.
Well done. Yes, just realised Lee had a invalid lap there. So he's going again. And it is busy out on track as everyone is out. Schlee does a 107.9, and I've noticed Jelly's done a 107.7. Grunty Boy's in second at the minute with a 107.6. Annihilator's in 8th at the moment on a 108.3. Joe's come out and he's gone back in to the pit, so I don't know whether he's had a little mishap. HR Giotto's done 2 laps and hasn't managed to get a time in because he keeps invalidating at the minute. There's the message just saying 5 minutes after the quali 3.
Look at the time between Chris Alien and Jelly 420 Hayes.
0.001. And I have seen it where people have had exactly the exact same time. Oh, HR Giotto with a bit of a wobble there. He slides a bit around that corner. Maybe he's just trying to push himself a little bit too much. Sergio's coming back out. Mike Messi's coming back out. Oh, gosh. HR Giotto goes into the pits, but he nearly crashes out. Let's have a little ride on with Ston. I believe he was the first out of these lot that are out on the track at the minute. No, it was Sergio, I think. Yep. Okay, let's ride along with Sergio. See if he can make that 0.2. First century does a 16.7.
Let's hope we don't get the connectivity issues that we did last night.
Yeah, that did cause a lot of
A
problems.
very, very confusing end to the race.
It really was. But we worked it out who won. We knew it was Joe. And I believe Sergeant was just behind him, if I remember rightly. Sergeant didn't manage to beat his time there.
And Jotto's on his outlap now.
And Ston's just beat.
Just done a 107.502.
Let's have a little jump on with Granty Boy, see how he's doing. I just saw he did a 111 that lap, so he might have had a little incident.
And George now leaving the pit too.
Oh, Chris!
He's just put in the fastest lap there. 107.418. Looks like the battle for pole position is really hotting up now.
Yep. It really is. Like we were saying earlier, with this championship so tight, everyone's going to be pushing it just so they can try and get to the top. And there's Granty Boy with a 107.388. What an amazing time by Granty Boy. Joe's coming back out on track.
Joe's come off wide there.
Let's have a little ride with Slee and see how well he can do.
I'm still riding on board with Joe now. He's taking down to do his hot lap.
And Jelly 420's coming out as well to try and get a better time. And the thing is, as well, I've just had a little look. There is less than a second between the top 8. That is unbelievable. Here comes Slee across the line with a 107.685, putting him up in 4th. Actually, I think he was in 4th anyway. No, he wasn't.
Well, Joe's on strike. Once again, does he have some sort of problem with his car? But he's coming in now for another lap.
I'm on with Jelly 420 at the minute. I think Ston's out as well.
Less than a minute to go. We've still got Giotto and Joe to set a time here.
And Chris Alien's out on his outlap as well to just try and better his place on the grid. Even though at the minute he is sat in 2nd. Oh no! Jelly's crashed out. Came around the corner, just couldn't keep hold of it. It looked like he touched the bumper strip and that back end just slid. Unlucky Jelly.
It looks like things have ended prematurely there for Giotto. He's coming into the final section here. What time can we see? And DS Joe comes into third there with a 107.487.
Well done. Let's jump on with Chris as he just sneakily gets through to do one more lap. Everyone moving out of the way. I do love watching some of these guys race, because especially the faster lot. It's just amazing to see them race with that much control.
And we're back to saying the retirements are going down now. And as things stand, there's Granty Boy in pole position. Chris Alien in second. And on the second row of the grid we have DS Joe and Ston. And on the third row we have Slee and Jerry 420 Hayes.
I think Chris did a 107.4, yeah, keeping him still in second. Sadly he couldn't do it to get first. Unlucky there, buddy. So now we have 5 minutes break. And this is hotting up. Between all 9 of them, there is less than a second between them. And we now have 6 people watching. I'd like to say a hello. And don't be afraid to like and subscribe. Or even just come say hello. So now we have 5 minutes. Where should I put that? So yeah, as I was saying earlier, when we first started, it is a tight at the front between 5 racers. We have Slee at the front on 213, Sergio on 208, Chris on 205, Granty Boy on 194, and Joe's also on 194. So really, Granty Boy and Joe really need the other 3 to have made some sort of incident or be quite far back just to be able to get the chance to win. But it is possible. Anything is possible when it comes to racing. As I stated before, I will be trying to do some live streams of 2019 when it comes out for me on Tuesday. So if any of you aren't getting it, I will be doing some. Let me know if you want me to do some online multiplayer races or just my career.
I'm quite looking forward to seeing the career mode on the new 2019. See what changes they've made to it.
Yep. And I like the fact that they've taken out ballast as well. That'll certainly make things a little different. I'll tell you what, I am so pumped for this race.
I'm quite looking forward to seeing how it all ends.
Yeah.
Who will be crowned the HRY League champion?
For League 3, well, not League 3, sorry. There's a 2-minute warning just gone up, so the race is starting in 2 minutes. So yeah, Season 4, sorry, I'm on about. I can't wait for the start of that. And see who wins Season 3. Hopefully everyone's a little bit more considerate around turn 1 this time. Because I know a lot of people try to dive bomb it, and you should be courteous if there's cars in front, knowing full well that you all weren't going to get around that first corner. And I will be probably more focused on the ones that are winning this race, because it'll all depend on who's going to win the championship. I bet all the drivers, especially the top 5, they're all very anxious and raring to go. And they're ready to go and shred some tyres. Because I know I am. Well, watch them anyway. I'm ready to go shred some tyres on 2019. Gotta tell you what, this feels like the longest 5 minutes I've ever had to wait.
Well, if that's 5 minutes, guys, I'm telling you, I bet your girlfriend and wives are ecstatic with you.
Oh, I got a new subscriber. Thank you. Who was it? Oh, my good buddy Nikki. Thank you, Nikki, and if you're watching, hello. Here we go. Looks like the formation's starting. Nicely following Granty Boy, who managed to get first. But then he's got to be careful because he's got Chris and Joe right behind him. Ston, Schlee, Jelly and Sergit, Mike Messi, just to name a few. Alright, here they come towards the start line. And let's get this ready.
Annihilator and Giotto disqualified there from the formation lap.
They must have had a little instant where they've touched each other. They're grown men, they should learn to leave each other alone like that. And I've noticed there's a few people coming out on the mediums to start. To try and help that get some a good strategy. I'm not actually sure how long the mediums will last on this track. But okay. Here we go. Here's all the lights, sign. And they're off.
I'm gonna go. We're going to go against a good start. Oh, that looks like he's just taken on the corner by Chris Alien.
Does he get back? No.
Well,
Chris manages to keep it.
Back? No. Manages to keep it as they head down to the first DRS zone. Stunner's in third, Joe's fourth and Jelly's fifth.
That looked like a great start from everybody there.
Oh,
somebody went a little wide by the looks of it.
Wider on that corner.
Oh, I don't know what's happened, but Schlee's been dropped right back. Looks like he's broken his nose and he's not going to be happy about that. Let's have a little look, see if we can see who had knocked him. Looks like it was Annihilator. So we'll have to have a little look, and it looks like Puncher in the Head has had a collision with Pezza. So let's go sit on Joe for a minute as he's in third.
Yes, and as expected, Schlee straight in there to the pits to replace his damaged nose.
His damaged nose? He didn't have a nose. Oh, Joe's Royal Grunty Boy's backside. Sniffing them exhaust fumes.
We'll see Schlee leading the pits there. He's got some time to make up now. We know he's a capable driver.
Oh, good.
Simple things from him in the past.
Schlee sadly 31.2 seconds behind HY Chad. Grunty Boy put in the fastest time just after Chris did.
Oh, not just Ghost has retired from the session. I don't know what's going on there.
So let's see if there was anything in... No, it looks like he's probably just spun out and sadly lost the wheel. It's easily done. I've done it a few times on this track and I've seen some of these faster guys sadly do it on this track as well.
And Sergio SH there coming in with a 3-second time penalty.
Slee is starting to catch up, he's already gained 4 seconds. So as it stands at the minute, it's Chris, then Granty Boy, then DS Joe. Oh, Annihilator with the fastest lap time there. Then it's Storm, Annihilator, Jelly, Giotto, Sergit, Mike Messi, Daz, Roscoe, Greenfingers, Pedro, Puncher in the Heat, Pezza, HOR Chad, and Schlee. And Joy against a 3-second penalty.
Penalty there.
Chris is now starting to pull away. He's getting a 1.1 lead over Granty Boy. DS Joe staying on the rear end of Granty Boy, really. And he gets that DRS on him. Will it work in his favour?
And Joe 420 Hayes is just putting the fastest lap there in 1:11.
And it didn't work sadly for Joe, but he's got DRS again. Oh no. I think he knew if he was going to carry on around that corner, he was going to take probably Granty Boy out. So he slowed down to be nice. Oh, a little tap there. I think Joe just broke a little bit later than normal. Nothing in it really. Let's go down the grid a little bit and go to Sergit, one of the other contenders. And HOR Daz is in the pits as well, just coming out. Punching the head with a 3-second time penalty.
I thought Pedro just went a bit wide there, went onto the grass.
Sergit's going into the pits. Let's go and have a little look at Schlee, how he's doing. Sergit seems to still be in the pits. I'm not sure what's going on. I know he's just leaving now. And Schlee is 13.6 seconds behind him.
Yeah, he's starting to make up ground now with Schlee. With that earlier first lap disappointment.
Let's go ride with Chris for a little bit. See how he's doing. Up in first. Oh, Joe gets Granty Boy, but Granty Boy gets it back. By the looks of that, the way that changed there. Have a little look.
That's on for position there, with second and third place.
Well, remember, a lot rides on this race.
Yes, this is the deciding race of the championship.
So these guys at the front will be pushing it as much as they can. Schlee all the way down there, still at 16. The champions leader at the moment. On 213, I believe it is. Oh, Grumpy Boy gets a 3-second time penalty there.
Well, that has affected his position.
And Joe's got Ston catching him.
Penalties popping up there. Giotto.
Joe's got to be careful.
And
He's
look at
also
the time
got
just
Ston
whittling
coming.
down from Schlee there. He was at 12.5 seconds behind. Now he's 7.8 seconds behind. I think it's safe to say that Schlee is on a charge.
Yep. And so Sergit, who's down in 14th.
Oh, and he's sucking. He's took HOI down. He's moved up into 15th.
No, he took Chad. He went into the pits. Joe's losing some time on Granty Boy, and he's got Ston right on his backside, trying to push him down, catch him up, and just, oh, he a little wobble there. So yeah, he's trying to catch him just enough to try and better his race.
Chris early in there with a 3-second time penalty. That was all holding on to his lap time. I'd like to point out it will be winning the Constructors' Championship right in this minute in time.
I believe it has. We'll have a quick look and I will tell you. I have him right here. So yeah, in first is Haas on 396. I think it's safe to say that they've probably won. Because Red Bull were all the way back in 312. Then it's Williams on 220. Sauber on 198. Toro Rosso on 181. Reynolds on 171. Mercedes on 155. Force India on 109. McLaren's on 103 and Ferrari on 49.
So many time penalties popping up now.
Yep. But the thing is with this track, it is very bendy, but it's a fast bendy track, and everyone's going to be pushing it. Oh, Joe looked like he had a little bit of a slide there around that corner.
Slide on.
And Pedro gets a penalty as well. I've also just realised these guys have started to catch up on Chris.
Granty Boy 0.415 seconds behind. Really stealing a march on him now. And it's the DRS.
He is still pushing it. He's at 11 seconds behind Sergit, who is only 4 seconds behind Giotto. Oh, Joe's trying. No. Gives him a little wheel nudge. And he backs off because he doesn't want to hinder anyone's race. He tries to be as clean as he can. Oh, that looked like the Ferrari off the track there. Was that? Yes, it was. HY Chad just moving out of the way of everyone. Oh, he put his foot down and he's spun out again. Unlucky Chad, he has had a very unlucky season. Punch in the head, gets another 3-second pen.
And Chad just racing by the side of the road there. Chad just letting all the drivers through.
That's the thing, any racer here, if they were in the same situation, they would just do the same thing. Race as much as they can, try and catch up if they can. And Sergio's now gone up to 12th. Slee's in 13th, he's just taken over Pezza.
Well, and Chad's just gone off the track and he's ended up into the tyre wall and his wheels come off. That is the end of the race for Chad.
Oh, unlucky Chad. Chris is really holding these guys off. Oh, Joe. Oh. Granty Boy slightly taps him up the. Oh. Granty Boy's having a little fight with Joe there. Giving him a little tap on the rear end. On the tyre. Don't think it was on purpose. Ooh. Annihilator with a 110 fastest lap. 110.687 should I say. The top four are less than a second. In fifth is Mike Messi, who is 11 seconds behind Ston. You've got Roscoe R behind him, that's 7.1 seconds. And Jelly's behind him by 3.5 seconds. Annihilator's trying to catch Jelly, just under a second.
3 fingers, 4 seconds behind now. We've got Punch in the Head, HLI Giotto and Sergix. And 11 seconds behind Sergix is Schlee. And Pezza 2 seconds behind. Can the Birmingham tyre burner do it again?
Do what? Burn his tyres out and crash out?
Yep. That's the one.
You know we're messing Pezza.
It'll be alright because his mum will have a cup of tea waiting for him in the pit lane.
Yep. Going, it's alright, son. It's alright. At least you took it on the chin. And Granty Boy's coming into the pits. And so Ston. Joe and Chris feel they can push their tyres a little bit further.
So we seeing the one-stop strategy here, the option for the mediums.
Yeah.
And Messi manages to get ahead of Ston. And as we're rejoining the track now from the pit lane.
Yeah, Ston manages to get out in 4th. And Granty Boy gets out in 7th. So Granty Boy might have had some a damaged nose or something because he was in the pits a bit longer. And there's Chris and Joe coming into the pits. Sweet. Let's go back and have a little look at Slee, see how he's getting along. And he has got Pezza trying to chase Slee down. Pezza has come out on the is out on the super sauce. Joe managed to get out in first. Stone's just behind him, and then Chris is just behind him. Grunty Boy is catching, he's in 5th now.
I'm mostly feel by the looks of it have changed to the medium compound. Looking to get that extra tyre life out of them. Hopefully negating the need for another stop.
And Storm throws in.
Coming there with a fast lap there, 1 minute 10.520. Fastest lap of the race so far.
We still have 6 people watching. Thank you for sticking with us. We are new to this, so please bear with. But we are trying our best. See about Grunty Boy. Let's have a little look at him. Right along with him actually. Grunty Boy does have his spanner light on, so obviously he's got some. Oh, there you go, it's just gone off. So he must have had some sort of issue that's been sorted now, or something that's being changed. He's chasing down Jelly 420. He may get him on this, and he does.
And DS Joe comes in there with a quick time of 1 minute 10.3.
Pedro was, I think, moving out of his way.
A bit of a back end slide there from Chris as he comes around that corner, just off the curb.
Oh, Joe's retired. Let's have a little look, see if it was something that's just happened or if it's anything else. Can't see anything. Looks like we've had a little collision between Pedro and HOR Daz.
It's saying that punching the head has left the session.
Oh no. He may be able to get back in, we don't know, and carry on his drive.
Let's hope we're not starting to see the same technical difficulties we were having last night with the broadband connection.
Oh look, there he goes, he's rejoined. He will lose some time for that, because obviously the computer, when it's driving for you, doesn't go at its full speed like you would. It does a standard time around the tracks. Sergit with a fastest lap of a 1:10.337. Well done, Sergit. So it's changed from the mediums to the softs by the looks of it. I guess he felt he weren't catching enough. These two guys had the most unluckiest start. hopefully they can get back up there and do something to catch up and for them maybe win.
Well, Slee's making a good time now. He's managed to fight his way back into the 11th.
And Joe gets Ston. Is he going to keep it? Oh, yes he does. For the moment. Ston trying to figure out how to get around Joe. And he gets it. Can he keep it though? Because he's going to have to go a little bit wider around this corner. Oh, no. Sadly he doesn't. He gets pushed wide by Joe.
Surge SH coming in with the fastest lap.
Joe managed to hold him up.
The head has gone into the pits.
DS Joe's been able to keep Ston off, but it's not really working. I have just noticed that Ston's yellow light has come on for his fuel. I don't know whether that means he's gone up into like a rich or anything. Chris Alien gets another 3-second pen. Just going to sit with Chris for a minute. Actually, I'm going to sit with Grunty Boy just behind Chris. That way I can watch both of them. See how they're doing.
Rider with green fingers now as he makes his way out of the pits.
Slee's managed to get himself back up to 9th. He's done 19 laps on the mediums. And then there's Roscoe who's done 20.
Green fingers managed to come back out into 12.
Oh, HOR. Puncher in the head has left again. I guess he's having connection difficulties.
Sounds like he needs to put another 50p in the meter.
But then again, might not be down to him. It could be saying that, oh, Joe had a little bit of a slide there. It could be down to the whole PlayStation network again. We're not sure.
Yep.
Because we know we had issues last night, especially at the end of the race. Because all 10 that were left, it told them that they were winning.
I've had that myself in multiplayer games before now.
Yep. Chris is trying to make a move on Ston, by the looks of that. Puncher in the head, it looks like he's having some major troubles. Looks like Chris had a little bit of a slide there, or something. I'm not quite sure. So as it stands on lap 24, DS Joe is in first, Ston is second, Chris is third, Grunty Boy fourth, Jelly's fifth, Roscoe is sixth, Mike Messi is 7th. Annihilator is 8th.
Turgid is 9th. Green Fingers is 10th. Sleeves dropped down into 11th. Pez is maintaining a respectable 12th.
Oh,
And we have people leaving the session yet again.
yeah,
Looks
Chris
like
Alien.
we're having the same difficulties as we having last night. And just as I was saying in the race order, Puncher in the Head is 13th, HLY Daz is 14th. Pedro did not finish, looks like he's had an incident.
Chris has managed to join back in.
Oh, he touched wheels there, Joe and Stone.
Let's have a little look at Slee, how he's doing. He's pitted and he's come out on the softs by the looks of it. Sergio's managed to get up to 9th. Roscoe's in the pits at the minute. Changing for them super softs. For the final 11 laps. Let's have a little look, actually see if Chris is back. It does look like he is.
It's looking like a very intense battle for first between Joe and Stone now.
Yep.
And Grant Boy giving chase, hopefully. Hoping to take advantage of any mistakes. As he's riding up now. Looks like Granty Boy's making his move. Oh, and he's just tried to take him on the outside, but he's had the door shut back on him as they head into the first DRS zone.
Well, that was nice there. Green Fingers knew Slee was behind him and he knew Slee was faster, so he just went to the side and allowed him to come past. And Jelly 420 with the fastest lap there, 109 I think it was. Let's have a little look. Ooh, wrong one. Yeah, 109.635. Well done, Jelly. Roscoe's managed to come out the pits in 8th. Let's have a little look at Sergio, who is 4.4 seconds behind Roscoe, who may need to pit again as well. Actually, Sergio may, unless he can make these tyres last till the end, which is possible, possibly.
Riding along now with Mike Messi, 12 seconds behind Chris.
Looks like Punch in the Head can't get back in. Or he's having trouble getting back in. Chris has managed to get back in. And has managed to catch back up, I think. Oh no, he's 5 seconds behind. He will be pushing as hard as he can through these final 8 laps. But out of the top 4 he does have the fresher tyres. Only by 1 lap, but still. But he is losing time. But then these guys at the front will be getting DRS from each other and just pushing themselves further away. I bet Chris ain't happy. He'll be kicking himself at the minute because of what's happened with PSN, kicking him out. Especially with such a crucial race.
I agree. We're just riding along with Mike Nessie at the minute. He's looking very tidy and very consistent through the corners.
We have Puncher in the Head has joined us. Hello, buddy.
Trying to get back into the game.
Oh, that's unlucky for you, buddy.
Yes, mate.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing we were talking about. We were saying, yeah, we were saying about how the PSN's it has been playing up this last weekend.
Oh, mate. It's putting me out about 4 times in a row and
Yeah. We've seen you in and out of the lobby.
Where's Roscoe in South at the moment?
Roscoe is sat in 8th.
8, that's right, can't go
Well, you're all the way back in 14th at the minute.
Yeah, 8th place isn't getting enough points.
Well, he has got Sergit and Slee coming up behind him. Sergit's 4 seconds, and Slee is 8.7. They've had a horrible start to the race. I think it was Annihilator took Slee out and proper messed his nose up.
Yeah, he had to pit straight away.
Yep.
Yep.
I think I had a little incident with Pablo, I'm not 100%.
Okay.
I'm not 100%, but at one point I went off the track, I was hoping President would come past me, he didn't come back on, I got an illegal overtake. I tried to let him back past and he wouldn't come back past. Always fun.
The best way you have to stop it being like Ronald, come on.
Yeah. I'd love to get back into the race, but it's just not.
It's a shame.
There's 6 laps left of this an ultimate race of the HOY racing season.
It's the final race, mate.
Yeah, this is the final.
Final race already.
Yeah. Who's out in front of us?
At the minute we've got Ston, and then you got Joe just behind him by 0.5. Grunty Boy's behind him by 0.3. Chris is behind them by 8.8. And he is losing time.
And
The only
Marcus
reason is because it did kick him as
7
well.
seconds behind him.
So he'll be kicking himself.
Let's maybe watch your stream. Let's not see what's going on.
Yeah, Chris is losing time to him. So I don't know exactly what's going on. Because he's going fast. He's not like slowing down, but I know these guys here, obviously, they're getting DRS off each other and just pushing themselves. Oh man, they're all fighting over first there for a second. Grunty Boy cuts in. Oh, gives Ston a little tap, and he gets it. Can he keep it?
He gets it.
And he does, he keeps it, by the looks of it. No, but Ston takes him. Oh, no.
Still nipping at his heels.
Oh.
Orders come to his wheels touching.
Don't think any damage was done.
And all 3 of them are heading into it.
Oh, shit!
Oh!
Joe is out! Joe is out!
And so
is Grunty Boy. Wow! I did not see that coming. Grunty Boy just couldn't keep hold of that little wobble that he had, and he took 2 people out. Well, he took himself out and Joe. I bet Joe is not happy. But I'm sure Chris will be a little bit relieved by that, as that now means 2 of his competitors are now out. But then all he's got to worry about now is Slee and Sergit coming up.
actually Insurgent in 7 and 8 respectively.
But they are catching. Whether it'll be enough.
There's only four laps left of this race.
Yeah, I came back.
Or did it kick you again?
Yep.
Did you hear what we were saying?
I heard that, but I didn't see it. I was trying to. I think I just missed it. I think it kicked me just at that point.
Well, they were all racing in a pack along the
Straight.
straight. And one of them got a bit of a wibble on.
I don't think Granty Boy had a little wobble. Yeah, he had a little wobble, and then he just caught Joe, and Joe went straight into a wall and was out. Granty Boy still had a major wobble on and went straight into a wall and took himself out. So I bet Ston's happy all the way up in first with a 7.8 gap between him and Chris.
But, right.
Let's go back and watch Sergit, who is starting to catch Roscoe up. But can he do it enough to get past him?
4 laps, can he make it?
There's actually 2 now. So obviously Ston's gone past the line.
What was that? Did they have a time penalty? Just saying that. Oh,
Who's got a time penalty?
Slee.
Wow.
Disgusted that.
Yeah, that is disgusting, Slee. You are Mr. No Pen.
Alright.
Looks like
But it just-
100% record has gone in this race.
Yep. But then again, it just shows you how much they're pushing. Trying to get back up there, just so they can get into that top. Sergio gets a 3-second pen as well there.
I'd say congratulations on Lewis Hamilton getting pole for France today.
Ah, well done. And I wonder whether any of the people that are watching that haven't watched it yet didn't want to know that. Oh, there's Pezza with a 3-second pen.
Right. Wayne was kicking me.
Puncher in the head is all the way at the back. Sadly, he can't get back in to finish. Roscoe's in 6th. Annihilator's in 5th. Jelly's in 4th. Mike Messi is 3rd. He is starting to catch Chris.
Just seems that every time Chris is making a little bit of ground up, Stone's pulling away that little bit just to keep him up there.
Yep.
And on his left party yet again.
It just shows how bad the PSN is, I guess, for certain people. Sergit's now down to 2.5 behind Roscoe. Oh, 2.4. No, back up. I guess he's finding it a little bit hard to catch him as Roscoe is on the super softs. And we're on with the final lap. Let's ride along with Chris, because, well, this could be the moment that could say whether it's his race and his championship.
I would like to congratulate all the drivers for taking part in this season.
Ooh. Sorry, Chris nearly had a bit of a wobble there.
Making it what it is. And over the line.
And well done to these guys. Chris had a
And
few
so by the
penalties,
looks of
putting him
it,
in fourth.
And Jelly 420 Hayes has taken second, and Mike Messi has taken third.
Yeah. Unlucky Chris.
Annihilator.
Right. Let me quickly send an invite. So, Sergeant and Slee managed to finish 7th and 8th. Unlucky. But well done to everyone that managed to finish. It was a shame what happened to Granty Boy and Joe. I know they're not happy with Ston, but also at the end of the day, yes, they're in a race for the championship, but then they've also got to think this is not just a race for the championship, this is just a race as well. So we'll see if Ston gets anything for that. Thank you, David, for that comment. We like to try our best.
Good evening.
Good evening, dude. Well, you certainly had a bit of a unlucky moment there where you got kicked.
Yes.
Which did seem to mess you up. But then...
That stressed me out, but I was quite happy to stay out that fight in the front pack. I felt something was starting to brew, so... With incident, Schlee having his incident at the start, that was my fight in the race, so...
Yeah.
I just
that was unlucky for him. Yep.
Kinda gutted. He was a better driver the last races of the season, and I felt he deserved the championship the most.
Because just wondering, does that mean now that you're the winner? As you came fourth? Yep. Well, congratulations on winning the championship.
Thank you very much.
And that was... Obviously, there was a few moments in that race. It was kind of lucky for you as well that Joe and Granty Boy knocked each other out. Well, mainly because of Stom pushing a little, but...
I never seen the incident.
All three of them were pushing it.
Yeah, they were all pushing, trying to get past each other, trying to get first. And sadly, Ston had the better line, and he slightly clipped Granty Boy. He had a little bit of a wiggle. He caught Joe. Joe went into one wall. Granty Boy went into the other. And they both lost their wheels.
Chris?
Yo.
What did you think?
Quite an exciting race there.
E4.
Okay. It's a tie.
How?
Oh, I like to hear this news. Who's it a tie between?
Chris and
What?
What was that you cut out, buddy? I think he said Chris and Slee. Oh, he is having some major problems with his PSN at the moment for some reason.
yeah, that's why I couldn't get back in. Right.
Is that definite, Adam? It's got to be definite.
Right. Ston was first, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dilly was second.
Yes.
Yeah.
Messi was third.
Yes.
You were fourth.
Yes.
Yeah. So the fifth was Annihilator.
So I get 12.
Yeah. Fifth was Annihilator.
Yeah.
Roscoe was sixth.
Yep.
Yep.
Sergit was seventh.
Yep.
Schlee was eighth.
Yep.
Yep.
4 points. So 213 plus 4, 217. 205 plus.
Wow. On that note, I'm going to see if I can get Slee in here. It was just unlucky you had quite a few penalties because obviously you was in second. Yeah, he was in second and he had penalties and.
Tie. Bang on a tie.
What did Sajid score?
6. He's on 213.
214 he's on. Because he was on 208.
Yeah, 208. Yeah. Sorry,
So it's a tie, 217 and 217, and then Schlee. Sajid second. Oh. Oh, that's good. I feel good about it.
Yeah. Yep. I'm trying to get Slee in if he will join. That is amazing. Yep, I mean, I've been sending him invites. See, driver of the day was a bit of a hard one for me, really, there. See, there was a few people who had some good races. There was some good battles. Hello, Slee. So how are you feeling after your unlucky start? Yeah, we did see that you spun out. I couldn't quite see what exactly happened from where I was looking. Yeah. Yeah. Well, but the good news is you are still first, but it's just a joint first. So you get to share it with Chris. How do you feel about that? Exactly.
I'm happy for my team, mate. If it makes.
Yeah. Yeah. That was unlucky. But it was an amazing race. I could feel the pressure while watching everyone. And then there was a few incidences. I think it kind of made it a little bit easier for people, the fact that what happened with Joe and Granty Boy. And that, sadly, that happened. But I suppose that also helped you out with both of them getting knocked out. Oh yeah.
No, it's not, Slee. No, it's not. We've discussed this before. To be fair, in my opinion, it was a bit diabolical. People not going for a title, getting a bit.
I agree with that.
With it.
But like, even in Formula One, it is still just a race.
I understand it's a race, but there's certain instances people should back off a bit.
Yeah.
But it is racing, it is a sport. Slee carried on and he's tied for the championship, so and I think he deserves to be where he is. Because he had a crappy start to the season and 11 podiums in a row.
Yeah.
As for Chris, I'm not gonna toot his horn.
You've done enough of that over the season, have you?
Oh mate, it's a good season overall for everyone. There's some good racing, some intense, and to be fair, with the season ending like this, I think is a fair ending to the season.
Yes. See, I'm just stuck on driver of the day.
Out of the guys in it, could you really pick one that you really wanted to win it, or who deserved it more?
No, I couldn't.
So,
but obviously there was, like, Slee had his great run of no penalties and just having great races.
Oh, hang on a minute, that's a good point.
Yeah. Mr. No Pennies.
Mr. No Pens and.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, man. Well done. I am stuck on who to choose for driver of the day. Because there's a few. Roscoe had an amazing race. He just stuck with it. He had no penalties. And I think almost everyone did have penalties. But then, well, yeah, because you couldn't get into the race. You ended up getting kicked out. But then obviously, Slee had a great race and managed to get back up into enough points just to win. And that lot, yep. I've just sent the invite to him. Yep. Hey, dude. Yeah, that's unlucky. Because you had an incident at the beginning as well, didn't you? Yeah. Well, if you feel it was an incident, you know how to. We can sort that out.
Yeah, but it's not even. Does it get my points back? No.
Well, no.
It's just yeah. I know Shlee and Chris and I just want to congratulate them. Great competitors. They both deserve it.
Yeah. They really do. But I'm going to have to sit and think on this driver of the day for a little bit before I give it out, I'm afraid, guys. Maybe even watch my stream back tonight and just go over it and compile everything before I decide everything. Sadly. That's what I'm going to do. They were all fighting for first. All three of them going down the straight. Stone got the better line, but as he's straightened up, he sort of clipped Granny Boy by the looks of it, which caused him to wiggle. He knocked Joe. They both went into a wall and took their wheels out. And yep, and I can understand them being annoyed by it. I really do. Yeah. Yeah.
I think one thing, to say no for next year or whatever happens is that our first laps aren't great, and that's something we all need to improve on, because first laps aren't sometimes.
Hello, Joe. That was an unlucky incident that happened. Yeah, to be fair, I'm speechless as well, buddy. Because all three of you were sadly having a great fight. Trying to get first. You, Ston, and Granty Boy. Well, you was having a great fight, and then he got the line out. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I can say this now that the season's over, but he's a complete maniac, that guy. He's a complete maniac. You should watch my footage from Mexico for the last couple laps. It wasn't fun.
Okay. Well, just to warn you, to watch your mouth a little bit, because we are still streaming.
Yeah.
I'm just trying. No, I mean the swearing and that. Just. Yeah.
But this is the thing, you're battling for a championship, and people should know that. I'm not saying they should just, let you go by, but, it should just be a little bit more respect, sat there patiently the whole year for this, and then, it doesn't surprise me it's done involved. Yeah, but then even then, Shlee crashing on the first lap, that shouldn't have happened as well. It's just, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I think he's been catched on a soft tire. I think it was going off on soft tire by the end of the race. Yeah, well, sorry, could you say that again? I think, not soft tire. I think, it was off by the end of the last few laps. I was still catching you though. Like, don't worry. Another lap. No, probably another 2 laps. No, so they were the same. I was praying on the thing. You still had the second penalty. Yeah, of course, yeah. I was like, either way, it's like, if you get past that, I was like, just stay 6 seconds behind them. Yeah, within that window. No, do you know what it is as well? Like, do you know what it was as well? I was saving so much fuel at the end. Like, it wasn't the tires, it was just like, you know, I was having to run like no ERS down the main straight. So, you know, but you drove well, man. So the pace was good at the end.
Yeah, you did do well.
I was only a tenth of the fastest lap. I made the medium lap 24 laps.
Yes.
And then obviously just jumped onto the supers for the end of the race. I know I messed up on the lap that I got the fastest lap on, and I know what I could have got the fastest lap.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I think
Yeah.
Chris made a comment. I think it was yesterday or today, and people just not braking for turn one, lap one. Yeah. It's not like braking. Yeah. You know, using other cars to brake. It's like, I swear the day, like, I brake from the outside, and I had about 6 people just get, but because everyone goes, you can't come back. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like. And no disrespect, you know, to the guys who are slower, but you know, it's just a chance for them. It's just like, oh, I might get to run in third place for a couple laps, and then, but then, you know, it's just like, it's just glory hunting, because like obviously, if you're fast, we're gonna catch them eventually. But it's like, if this works, this works. If it doesn't work, I'm just gonna finish where I finish anyway. That, you know, there is a big enough penalty for that. Anyway, I'm gonna stop moaning and crying now. I have championship blues, man. I have championship blues.
Yep.
We'll leave you to your box of Kleenex.
Yep. Well, just to let you guys know, I'm about to invite Ston, so I just don't want no arguments.
I have plenty of things to say to him.
Yep. I want to keep it PG. I don't mind disagreements, but alright, so I'm inviting him. Yep.
If there's any fisticuffs, could you please take it outside on the party?
And I will warn you now, if there is any arguments and it gets too bad, I will remove.
Good evening, Ston.
Good evening, Ston, and well done. It's a shame about that incident that happened with Joe and Granty Boy. Well, but there is no going around it, really, is there? Yep. Well, from where I was watching, because I was on watching, where you came around the final corner, he sort of tried to move away from you a little bit because otherwise he was going to connect to you. And that caused a bit of a wiggle, which... No, I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying what happened. Yeah, and that wiggle... Well, that wiggle caused him to knock Joe and send them both into a wall. And put them out, sadly. No, I don't think he did. I sort of see your point there. I do believe that it's still a race. Yes, there is a championship race on the line. And that.
And giving him a funny race.
No, I'm not saying you need to let anybody buy. But if it comes to the fact that you're slowing yourself up by defending, it might be worth letting him buy. But, I mean, don't get me wrong, if it's the last 5 or 6 laps or something, then yeah, carry on racing. But I'm thinking that when it's midway, quarter distance through the race, come on, just slowing yourself up by...
Yeah, I know, but that wasn't the case this race.
So it was.
Okay. Just saying it again.
I'm sort of in the season, well, for a lot of people, I think. People aren't sort of, like I say, racing, knowing when to race and when not to race.
Yes.
Like I was just saying today, at night. The fact that, you know, when you're slotting in behind somebody, you at least make sure they're clear before you slot in behind, or let off the throttle a little bit. Then slot in behind. It's one of them, throttle and take the car in front, or let off the throttle and push in behind.
I don't want to interrupt, but can you just repeat what you said? Because my headset went off and I didn't hear anything. Interesting to know.
I think she's a very patient player. I think she's a very patient player, and sometimes Mateo tends to go crazy. Well, let's see, man. He's a little unorthodox. He doesn't play like all the other kids.
Yeah, it's the same thing, I think. It's the same way, I think.
Well, again, I'd like to say thank you all. I am going to win the stream there. And well done to Slee and Chris for getting a joint championship win.
Yeah, congratulations, guys.
Yep, and I can't wait. So, see you guys later.